5 players will cost at least $10K. Chase or fade, one of them is worth targeting, Sweet Tea.
I'm going to chase Emerson. I almost wore my PGA shirt today on the show, so
you know what?
Matchy.
Maybe we got the slate.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Let's
hey,
see.
let's do it.
Tune in. But yeah, I'm going to chase a Colin Morikawa, and not like, oh, surprise. Colin Morikawa is really good at golf. Of course he is. $10,700. Look, I don't put any stock into the miscut last week, not at all. I also don't put a ton of stock, even though it was fantastic for DJ to shoot 9 under par on the final round. I do like that. I think he sets up well here, but I do think all of these guys are going to, their ownership and their roster percentage is going to be pretty even throughout all 5. I think a lot are going to JT, Ulrich included. But I just think when you have the best ball striker and a guy who gained, over almost 6 strokes with his putter at Genesis and came runner-up, a guy who on Sundays, if he's anywhere near the lead, you are scared if you're on top the lead and he's chasing, especially 16 through 18, that snake pit, that's going to be tough. So give me Colin Morikawa at the top.
All right, who do you want here, Len?
Yeah, I agree with Reid in that I do like Colin Morikawa. Colin Morikawa and Xander Schauffele, the 2 of the 5 who missed the cut at the Players last week, and I give them a little bit of an edge. You know, it was a grueling 5 days. I think it was 5, could have been 8 that they played that tournament. You know, it'll be interesting to see the guys who had meaningful play on Sunday, how they will respond. That's all the way up and down the whole field at the Valspar. Dustin Johnson looked great with a 63, but that were very soft conditions. That was his one good round, and really in a long time. I'd like to see more from him before jumping back on the DJ bandwagon. I do like Justin Thomas as well. He did play the Players. He did sort of have meaningful time on the course on Monday, but he didn't play Bay Hill the week before, so he should be able to recover pretty quickly. Victor Hovland's been playing a lot of golf. I know he's only 12 years old and can recover very quickly, but I like Colin Morikawa and JT. I think I'm just piggybacking Reid right there.
All right, so let's go to Sam Burns. He won this event last year. He's 9,600. He didn't look very good on the West Coast, but did end up finishing, got a top 10 at Bay Hill, 26 at the Players. Let's see, Chase or fade that he's going to make another run here, Len. He's comfortable on these greens.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the defending champion, he had a really rough Monday, at the Players, and you know, he really had a chance to win, and he tumbled all the way out of the top 25. I don't know how much going to take out of him. You know, I wrote earlier this week that I think just showing up at the Valspar, site of his first title, he's a big man on campus. He'll be well received coming back. You know, I kind of thought that he'd be re-energized. I'm not quite so sure now. I guess I'm still leaning towards Sam Burns, but it's not as strong a lean as it was 2 days ago for me.
All right. How about you? How do you feel about the defending champ here, Reid?
Yeah, he also look at the par 5s last year. He destroyed these par 5s, and that was really the reason. Well, not really, but a big portion of why he won. But here's the thing about Sam Burns, Mr. Burns, is that Arnold Palmer, he came in top 10. Yeah, he was 9th at the Arnold Palmer, then played 15 rounds at the Players, and competitive right for the first 4 days, and just faltered on the 5th. And he's gonna play the WGC match play, and he's probably here only because, right? I was talking with Mayo this morning on the show that he's here because he's a defending champion. But you would think that if he wasn't, he probably would withdraw. Because look at Paul Casey; he's won this event twice, and he's like, you know what? I can't do it. Look, Sam Burns is much younger than Paul Casey, but now you're going to talk about 4 or 5 tournaments in a row for Sam Burns. That scares me a little bit. Give me a guy right above him at $9,700, Shane Lowry, and what he did last week. Yes, he's also played both of those tournaments the last 2 weeks, or 2 tournaments in the last 3 weeks in Florida. But I'm much more like him at $9,700, and the roster percentage, projected roster percentage, being a little bit lower there.
Lowry had that nice ace on 17 over the weekend too.
Looks like me out there.
Place absolutely erupted. Seriously, man, you have a sweet,
we
sweet
saw your
swing.
attempt at the 17th green a while back on the old IG, and it was not great. Bob.
Listen, I found the water just like 30 guys did on Saturday at TPC Sawgrass. We are one of them. They are one of us. Keegan Bradley, though, guys, little run at the Players, made one. Costly penalty, though, really hurting him. But 5th place, that doesn't suck. Chase or fade, you're willing to pay $8,400 for him this week, Reid.
I'll fade, even though loves this course. He's probably going to be a first-round leader because what he does in the first rounds here is fantastic. But I'm going to fade him just because of what he did on Sunday, Monday, and a lot of people flocking to $8,400 Keegan Bradley. I'll take $100 increase for Gary Woodland at $8,500. 2 top fives, right in the last 3 events on Florida courses. He should have won at Bay Hill, but he just didn't put it all together. He chunked one in the sand. Looks like you. But I'm going to take Gary Woodland. He won this. He won this in 2011. It was his first PGA Tour win at the 2011 Transitions Championships. Give me Gary Woodland.
Yeah, Len, he seems to be a wise selection in the state of Florida, too. And it feels like this course is a good fit for him, as long as he's not, drained mentally.
Yeah, I would think that of all the players who had meaningful time on the course on Monday, nobody walked off feeling worse than Keegan Bradley. I mean, he had a real chance to win the tournament, and then he blew up on 17 and on 18. Similarly, he was challenging Sam Burns here last year, and he also doubled, I think it was 13, something, not quite as late in the tournament, but he torpedoed his chances again. Sam Burns actually won by 3, but it was a lot closer a few holes earlier. 8,400 is going to be a very attractive price. We don't need a whole lot from Keegan Bradley to match his $8,400 price tag. But I think he's going to be a little bit tired this week. I'm going to fade Keegan Bradley.
All right, guys, we'll get you out of here with this. Slate-approved pick. Your favorite DFS play at the Valspar Championship, Reid?
Shane Lowry, $9,700. I think he sets up really well. You talk about long iron approaches, putting, everything. Shane Lowry.
All right, Len, bring us home.
Yeah, this is such a hard week. I don't even, I'm going to say Matt Fitzpatrick because he's never won. And this is a crazy week with so many variables. He's playing well in Florida, sort of becoming Mr. Florida. Didn't play well last week. We're going to, give him a pass on that. But he's really doing everything well. Top 40 in just about every strokes gained category, just across the board. Good player, really sharp tee to green putter. If he's ever going to win, this is it.